This is why it's so important to have mentors and to be able to coach and help people and be a mentor to others. Like, there's always people that we can help, and there's always people that we can look up to that help kind of shape and mold our perception of who we want to be. And it can change your life in a moment. You can see something, read something, watch someone else's behavior and go, I want to be like that. I need to be like that. And it could give you way more inspiration. It could change your path in life. It could alter some habits or some things you're doing in your life instantaneously. Welcome back to another episode of the Unstoppable Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Crane. Man, we got some crazy shit going on in the world, huh? Feels like every week there's something going on in the news and the world. It's crazy, man. But there's so many good people out there. Like, despite what you see, despite the negativity that's just pressed upon you consistently, there are so many good people. And there's moments in my life where I start to get, not jaded, but just like, I start almost looking down on people. I'm like, man, why is society like this? Why is there so many zombies and drones? And like, why are there so many victims? And you just see the world through a certain lens, right? And it's very easy to start thinking that way. But then all of a sudden I'll have a conversation or I'll see a post or I'll read something. And it's like, man, there's some people out there with such big hearts that are doing so much good for the world. And you can't let the negative stuff outweigh the good that's taking place. Like, there's a lot of good that's taking place, and there's a lot of smart people that have big hearts that want to help. And that's the life that I want to live. You know, one of the goals that I have is to build my business to be so big and to make so much money that I can do real good work on a massive scale. And what I mean by that is, like, it started off by me just fixing myself, getting sober, working on my thoughts and my mindset, developing the right habits to build me up. Now I can lead my family. Now I can be there for my wife, Jessica, our children. I could protect them, and I can give them an amazing life. Well, in that process, I started my coaching program. I'm able to change thousands of people's lives for the better, sober, fit, happier, inner peace, better husbands. Like, the same things I did in my life, I've been able to help others do. Now I'm building a team of other world changers to help me do it on a bigger level, you know, because I want to be able to have so many resources, live in a world with no restraints, no limitations, and have enough money to do so much good for the world. Like, it takes resources, and you have to have these options, right? So that you can help people who are victims of, you know, these hurricanes, or help people who are in poverty, or help people who want to get sober but can't get into a treatment center, whatever it is. Like, we could build children's hospitals, we could start non-for-profits, we could donate money, we could do a lot of good if we have these resources. And I want to give a shout out to Keaton Hopkins, aka The Muscle. Check him out on Instagram. Dude's just a beast, and he has a heart of gold. And I've spent time with Keaton a couple different times and got to know him and talk to him, and I've seen him speak. He's a powerful dude, man. He has such a good heart. And I remember when the hurricanes went through and the storms went through, I think it was North Carolina, and just devastated the region. And I mean, you had people displaced from their homes, no electricity, no power, no food. I saw pictures of just whole towns wiped out by these floods that turned into rivers, going through like little cities, little towns. And, you know, I guess there was reports that the government didn't do much. And I think it's FEMA who's supposed to step in when there's these environmental disasters, didn't do much at all. And so a couple people actually I saw take action. One, if you look up Savage Freedoms, his name's Adam Smith. Adam Smith from Savage Freedoms. He was going in there and, like, literally with a helicopter, dropping supplies off to people, finding people who maybe were displaced, who were in really threatening situations. He was like boots on the ground with him and his team. He was doing something about it. The other person I saw doing something about it was Keaton Hopkins. I saw on his Instagram, he was literally saying, hey, if you're in North Carolina or in these devastated regions, message me. I'm raising money, and I'm going to send you money on Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. And he was showing screenshots of these transactions. $1,000 here, $500 here, $1,000 here. The individuals had to comment to him and tell him their exact situation so people weren't trying to scam him. But dude, this is what happens when you have the resources and means and to help people, and you have a good heart. You can do amazing things for people who are in tough situations, or just to elevate people and society in general. I was just thinking, man, imagine if more people were doing this right now. Like, I'm talking about not just thousands, but millions of people thought this way and were operating this way, how much good it would do for our country. You know, and then I was thinking, man, I need to be in that position. What Keaton's doing right now, I'm going to do that. that just lit a fire under my ass. And I'm like, I got to think bigger. I got to dream bigger. It's not just this surface level stuff about me and my family anymore. It's about how many people's lives I can change, and doing everything in my power every day to be in a position to always enact that change, to always provide resources. Like, I got to massively elevate my net worth, my ability to generate more money, my ability to reach more people through these mediums, right? Podcasts and social media. I need to build relationships with more powerful people so we can reach the masses. Like, it just got me thinking from a 2.0 level to a fucking like 10.0 level, like in the stratosphere. Like, man, you only get one life. I want to do all the good I can while I'm here. I want to leave a legacy. I want to change and help so many people's lives. There'll be those opportunities. The opportunities are there every day through the messages I share on social media when there's catastrophes and environmental things with the weather like just took place. There's going to be so many incidents like this. So I just want to give a shout out to Adam Smith. Check him up on Instagram, Savage Freedoms. And Keaton Hawkins, if you don't follow him, aka The Muscle on Instagram. I saw that, man, and I was like, that's the type of leader that we need. That's the type of leader I'm going to be. And this is why it's so important to have mentors and to be able to coach and help people and be a mentor to others. Like, there's always people that we can help, and there's always people that we can look up to that help kind of shape and mold our perception of who we want to be. And it can change your life in a moment. You can see something, read something, watch someone else's behavior and go, I want to be like that. I need to be like that. And it could give you way more inspiration. It could change your path in life. It could alter some habits or some things you're doing in your life instantaneously. That's the power in observing people. That's the power in having the right people that you want to model your behavior by, or that you want to emulate. There's a lot of good people out there, you guys. If you're sitting there watching negative stuff on the news, you're wasting your time watching just memes and BS on TikTok and this and that, you're not going to see it. You got to go out and look for this stuff. Go out and look for the good people. Look for the inspiration. How can I be valuable? What education do I need? Man, I'm telling you, if you have that mindset and that like curiosity and that desire to excel in life, you'll find it. But if you don't, you're never going to find it.